Shane, a few questions mixed in one. Did you ever feel that a yellow of East Anglia would cross the divide to the blue side of East Anglia? How well do you think Nunez will do? Who got the better of the deal? Well, no, I didn't think a significant player would cross the divide, i.e. one of value that would raise a big fee that had been a good player for Team A and could still be utilised for Team A whilst moving to Team B. I did see Andy Marshall. It's a bit different. A, he's a goalkeeper. B, it was a free transfer. And C, the clubs are in different divisions, I think, weren't they? Were they in different divisions? I think Ipswich possibly took Marshall when they were in the Premier League and Norwich League. I could be wrong about that. East Anglian football fans will no doubt correct me quickly if I am. But no, I do think Nunez is significant for those reasons. Same division. And a player that... And I know people get emotional about it and the tribal community stuff, life meaning kicks in for people. So they want to defend. Fine. Whatever. And you'll hear Norwich fans go, I didn't need him anyway. All of that stuff. But no, come on, be honest. He's a good player. He's done well in the Championship before. And would you rather had him or not have him? You'd have rather had him. And you certainly would have rather had him than he transfers to a rival. And look, I've got Norwich and Ipswich both in the top 6. So forget the local rivalry. It's actually, it's about like Ipswich loaning Ogbene to Sheffield United. It's actually potentially someone you expect to be around you in the table. How well do I think Nunez will do? I think it'll be quite good. I think Ipswich need that type of player. They've been crying out for that type of player, especially without Sam Morsey anymore, and with Morsey maybe not the force in the Premier League that he was in League One and the Championship, where he was utterly brilliant, wasn't he? Who got the better of the deal? Do you know what? I think that completely... There's one thing that will tell you that. It's who finishes higher in the Championship table this season. So, if Ipswich finish higher in the table than Norwich, it'll be Ipswich. And even if Nunez doesn't play any games, you can then run the argument that, Ipswich took Nunez from Norwich, so therefore they could have finished higher if they had him. You can make all those arguments. If Norwich finish higher, even if Nunez does really well and, his value goes up, essentially it's about the clubs this season because the contract was running out this season. So it's right about the now, isn't it? So I don't think you can answer, and I will categorically say it and you can hold me to it, Shane, if Norwich finish higher than Ipswich this season, then they probably got the best of the deal because he could have walked away for free at the end of this season, and it's a moot point what happens afterwards, isn't it? So all about this season. And let me just do my Martin Luther King bit. I just hope it doesn't get too ridiculous because we talk about people going tribal. We talk about people getting emotional. That's the best thing about football, provided it doesn't go too far. So, if in the East Anglian derbies, Norwich fans want to bring banners, inflatable snakes, boo him when he gets a touch, scream and yell at him, try and put him off, great. That's all part of the entertainment. That's all part of the narrative. It's just when it goes too far, and you know what I'm saying about too far. If people are, invading personal space and threatening and, things of that nature on social media, then it's too much. And it's both sides, isn't it? We get people that can't regulate their human instincts when the tribal football stuff comes in. So I hope it doesn't cause a riot. Obviously, Nunez needs to behave himself in the derbies, and people around him need to behave themselves as well. I get a Norwich player at Carrow Road will get the biggest cheer in the history of football if within the first 2 minutes of that game they smash him. And when I say smash him, I mean go in full-blooded, fair tackle with fair contact, take the ball, take the man as collateral, collateral. That's all good. We don't want to see anything that's dangerous and endangering the player. That's, we've gone too far then at that point. And by the same token, Nunez is going to get booed. So if Ipswich were to score a goal, he's got a responsibility not to. You have as a player. I know people say, players, they get it all game and then they're going to give it that and they're going to give it that and they're going to give it that and that and that and all of that stuff. But he's just got to not take it too far, because that is going to be on a razor's edge. And the East Anglian derby gets patronised really badly by people who've never been, don't understand it, and haven't got an effing clue. Frankly, that is going to be white hot in those games. And I think because people think, it's sleepy East Anglia farming country or whatever, that or just because it's not working class northeast or northwest or London, what have you, that it's it's inferior. Shut up. Get on with you. Honestly, I think it's better for it, because one county, one team, one county, one team. Paths don't cross except by Marcelino Nunez. So it'll be absolutely fascinating to see the impact it has on the derbies and etc. Great question, Shane.